Today, we're digging for the past. We're at Bradley Palmer State Park today, where soon they're going to be running some power to this old stable that's currently being used by DCR Fire Control. There's just going to be a simple underground conduit going from this pole down this small hill to the building. But because Bradley Palmer is on the National Register of Historic Places, first, our staff archaeologists are digging some test pits to make sure there's nothing of any historical significance in the way.
What we're looking for, we have artifacts, which is anything made or used by people that might have ended up in the soils from previous occupation up here. And then possibly we might find archaeological features, which could be something that was buried, like a hearth where some people had a fire and then it got buried, subsequent soil layers. That would be an archaeological feature. So we find those by gently excavating. We go down in 10 centimeter levels to make sure that we're not impacting features. We do a 50 by 50 centimeter square, kind of like a little telephone booth into the ground. What we're looking for is Native American and or historical European archaeological artifacts. We've done one test pit, we're about to start another one. If we do find something of significance here, basically what we hold to is avoid, minimize, or mitigate. We don't do archaeology lightly. It is a destructive process. These resources are non-renewable. So this initial testing will hopefully be all that we will need to do. But in the case where we might find archaeological artifacts or features of significance, we would stop, protect the location, and consult with our project managers to see if there was a way to avoid and minimize the project impacts to the archaeological resources. Relocate the electrical line, for example. If that's not feasible, then we would go to additional archaeological testing at a more intensive level, which would involve a lot more excavation, and then we would have an archaeological collection. So we try not to do that for very small projects like this.
And if archaeology strikes your fancy, be sure to check the link with this video. We have another archaeology lab pop-up coming to the Dillaway Thomas House in Roxbury this month, where you can get hands-on with some of the artifacts and help us document them.
You don't mind getting that thing dirty,
Dirty
right?
is fine as long as one of the big rocks doesn't straight up sink.